Hey there! Have you subscribed to our channel yet? Invite your friends and search for CSLGH.
know that's how it goes. So you know that's how it goes. You got to stop, look, and listen. Message that you're getting is clear. You don't have to wait for Christmas. It's Christmas every day of the year. You got to count your blessings one by one and welcome every rising sun. 'Cause pretty soon your race is won. Yeah, don't you know that's how it goes? Just so you know, that's how it goes. I help you and you help me. That's the way the world should be. It's tit for tat, give and take. Now just be good for goodness sake. I'll pick you up if you should fall. It works both ways if it works at all. Always be kind to the people you love. Don't forget to thank the Lord above. Yeah. Said, gather round me, people, help me while I sing this song. You know I'd rather have you with me, together as we travel along. Yeah, it's the feeling of the wind in your face. It's the sound of the music they play. It's the friends you make along the way. Yeah, don't you know that's how it goes? Just so you know, that's how it goes. Yeah, don't you know that's how it goes? Oh, you know, that's how it goes.
Welcome to Granada Hills Centers for Spiritual Living. Thank you for joining us today. I would like to invite Dr. Keith Cox up right now, who is our guest speaker.
And the presider for the calling of the flames of faith. We're gonna light them. Good morning. You can tell we've done a first service already, right? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. I started to say Los Angeles. Center for Spiritual Living, Granada Hills, and to those in the room and those of you online, both for the Center for Spiritual Living Los Angeles, our home community, and Centers for Spiritual Living Granada Hills, and happy Father's Day. Father's Day is the day that we celebrate those who have planted the seed for new life. Makes some of you chuckle, right? Because you're imagining things, right? And I say that in the context today of us letting today on Father's Day be the day that we plant a seed for having a new thought as we light the flames of faith to an awakening that we've previously unhad. And so as we begin this ritual, and our presider, Wayne, gets ready to light the candle, and Teresa begins with the background music, we all just take a deep breath in and exhale. And hear these words anew as the seed is being planted. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings, come from the one great universal presence which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, and we honor that here today, now. And so as Wayne lights the first candle and begins to illuminate our stage in a new way, we do so for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, known as the natural way. The second candle is illuminated for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples. The way of primal spirituality, I invite us to imagine those indigenous people that walked this very earth at some point. Moving to the third candle, Wayne lights that for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, of action, and of devotion. Moving to the fourth candle, it's lit for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. The fifth candle completes that side of the ritual, is for Buddhism, I'm sorry, Edward Brown just got channeled through me unintentionally. Reverend Edward Brown, who one day at our center said, and we light it for Buddhism. And I think that Buddhism can be inside of Buddhism, right? It's like, talk about enlightenment. Boom, chicka, boom, boom, Buddhism. Honoring the 4+1 noble truths. I am not going to say what's on my mind on the next word. And the path of compassion. As we have danced across the stage to the next set of candles, we light the sixth candle, appropriately leading into all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness, that which allows us to laugh at Buddhism while having Buddhism, which is the path of love. The seventh candle for all forms of Islam, which seems to be very dear to our hearts right now, knowing what's going on in our world. Honoring the path of submission to the will of God is the highest calling, which takes us to the eighth candle. And we light that for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. As I stated in the first service, peace, my acronym for peace is purposeful energy activates conscious evolution. Yeah. The ninth candle, that which we practice here at CSL Granada Hills and CSL LA and all centers for spiritual living around the world, is for all forms of new thought. Just as we planted the seed, we are opening ourselves up for the opportunity to have one. And as this candle is lit, we honor the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. Moving to the final candle of the two candelabras, we light it for those that have yet to become awakened and aware of spirit and the power that is in their lives. And we intentionally hold space for them in this moment, at this center, and believing in that which is possible. We bring all that together to the center candle, which is the healing candle. You'll hear me speak of healing later on in the service. As Ernest Holmes refers to healing as the revealing of wholeness and oneness. And so I invite you to put into this flame the names of anyone that you would like to experience healing, and purposefully to put into it any and all fathers, your own father, and for any sons and or daughters or beyond or in between that are ready for healing. to know that what begins to manifest itself is the experience of the healing flame of God's eternal love.
There is one flame that burns in our hearts. There is one light that shines through our love. We light this flame with faith. We find this light within our own souls. There is one flame, one light within.
In an opening treatment, I invite you to close your eyes if you wish as we go within, and just know that this one flame, this light that is more than just a flame, it is that knowledge of knowing there is hope, joy, laughter, one heart, one mind, knowing that I am that light. And I know this service unfolds in that perfect place, and knowing that that light always guides, directs, lifts, and makes the path clear. And I give thanks for this center and for this light and for the message as it unfolds today. As we plant the seed and know the answer is always yes. I release it to the law, knowing it is complete and done, and together we say, and so it is. In his book, This Thing Called You, by Ernest Holmes, he says, if you believe that wherever you go, you will be met with love and friendship, with appreciation and gratitude, then this will become the law of your life. Living a life of gratitude can be more than, I am thankful for blank, blank, fill in the blank. Now, many of us have done at some point, started a gratitude journal and writing in what I'm grateful for today. It's a great spiritual practice, and it's a great way to open your eyes to greater good. But I decided to take this idea and dive deeper, and I've been working on that this past month. I've started an affirmation, living a life of gratitude, because with that affirmation, it's like making a conscious declaration, and it's more than just a daily spiritual practice. Because usually when we think of a daily spiritual practice, we think of it that we sit down 6 o'clock, do our meditation. Okay, I'm done with my spiritual practice in the morning, let's move on. Well, living a life of gratitude is more than that. It is a 24-hour job, and having that awareness of what it is to live a life of gratitude. As I was working with my practitioner, I wanted to manifest something more consistent for my business. And the truth is, my business could be doing better. And as I was looking at the equation, and I said, what is one thing that is in this equation that maybe needs to be modified or changed? And the answer was me. And I just made that decision with a practitioner because we've got to look at the full problem in order to move forward. So from that, it was encouraged that I write my life intention. And from that place of living a life of gratitude, I expanded that, and what I came up with was, I am living a life of grace and gratitude with consistent success for my highest good. The results? I have now greater awareness of my highs and lows each day, and I have shifted my focus from negative self-talk and instead cultivated more happiness and joy. And each day, I open myself up to my highest good. With this new awareness, I've been reminded of a quote from a prosperity class with Mary Morrissey. And that wonderful quote is, "It's a brand new baby day." And I'll say that again because guess what? That's going to stick in your head for the next 10 years. It's a brand new baby day. To me, this says there's no past. Whatever happened yesterday is the past, and there's no error. Each day is a brand new baby day. And when you hear that, it has infinite possibilities. As Reverend Kathy talked about in the morning service, she was talking about her early childhood. And a child always starts their day with those big, wide eyes open to those infinite possibilities, all the surprises and new things to see of sight, sound, color, love, beauty, joy, and laughter. So today I invite you to open to your highest good and the infinite possibilities of each day. What will you create? Today is a brand new baby day. And to you, love, peace, joy. And so it is.
Midwest morning, October snowfall. She packed her Chevrolet. She brushed the fear away. She's got great big dreams and a history of playing small. Everybody seemed to think she'd be back before Christmas Day. She hit that highway with every ounce of faith that she could summon. When courage finally comes, you never see it coming. Right out of nowhere, you open your heart, that changes everything. You're going somewhere, and all you need to know is that you're free to go. Summer night, soft smell of the seashore. All the deadheads are dancing out on the beach. He's got a 10-year tan in his own little junk store. He said, some people got a lot to prove, and that's the way I used to be. But now I'm just an old hippie with a half a dozen PhDs. Some choices hold you down, some chances set you free. And right out of nowhere, you open your heart and let go of everything, and you're going somewhere. And all you need to know is that you're free to go. Dream and the way will be clear. Pray and the angels will hear. Leap and the net will appear. Right out of nowhere, you open your heart, believe in everything. You're going somewhere, and all you need to know is that you're free. 'Cause right out of nowhere, you open your heart, have faith in everything. You're going somewhere, and all you need to know is that you're free to go.
Thank you, Teresa. Announcement. Practitioners are available today in the treatment room, which is just as you come in. And practitioners are available for a 2-minute affirmative prayer. And we have several practitioners here today, and we can all raise our hands. You can also find a practitioner online at cslgh.org and also cslla.org. And as I always say, before it hits the fan, move it. That was a life lesson I learned. Anyway, also a reminder, please help us maintain cleanliness in our spiritual home. We ask that all food and drinks be kept out of the sanctuary. And let's see, we also want to thank everyone who participated and attended the Juneteenth event this past Wednesday. And I know we have some of them here. Thank you, thank you. And we also want to thank Reverend Nancy for organizing all of that. Today at 1 o'clock is Animal Kinship Group online, and that information you can call the center or call Reverend Caffey. And this coming Wednesday, June 24th, practitioner Ray McDonald, let's see, yeah, that's me. I will be doing the Tibetan bowls, and that's a sound healing meditation. We're already in like a year and a half and doing this. It's always been generally the third Wednesday of every month. So it's been an interesting journey doing that. And now I'll ask Chloe to bring up the gratitude box, please.
And we definitely need some more gratitude papers in the box, so I appreciate that. My friend James picked a good one. What is
Friends that see the God in me.
God in me.
Gratitude. Friends that see God in me. Thank you, Chloe. And at this time, we'll do the Declaration of Principles. So would you please stand? And for those online, you can read them with us. And together, we believe in one universal spirit, manifesting through all, natural and incarnate in us. We believe that the universal spirit is personal to and reveals itself through everyone who recognizes its presence. We believe that our faith operates upon the law of mind, which automatically manifests in our experience according to that faith. We believe in the unity of all life and the immortality of the individual soul forever expanding. We believe in eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the goodness of life to all.
Y'all sing with me now.
Yeah, we can clap for that. Doesn't it feel so wonderful when you affirm that you're opening and you open and that your heart is open and it's ready to receive? It's my joy and pleasure to be here with you today, and based on the first service, I invite you to not only open your heart, but to open your mind and to maybe fasten your seatbelt. I'm getting ready to throw a lot of information at you, and a lot of visual, fun information at you. And so you're welcome to take out your phones and photograph the screens if you want. And if not, you can reach me at a later date at csl-la.org or on our Instagram or our Facebook page or our YouTube page. And I'll be happy to send any of that information that you would like to you. I have been coming and visiting here for a while, really probably 15 years at this point, right? Maybe longer. But we always get the request, for a talk title. And when the one was sent out for today, I had just been with a dear friend of mine who Dr. Maureen knows by the name of David Alt, who has a school building project that's similar to the one I had in Malawi and Vietnam, in Cambodia. And he had just given a talk prior to or following the documentary being shown, and he was saying one of the things that he learned on the journey of his life was to say, yes, I'm available, in the sense of aligning with what can be possible, becoming probable, becoming real in our life. And so I took from that and built upon the title of my talk for today, which is Yes, I Can, Yes, I Will, and Yes, I Know. Say those three with me together. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. And yes, I know. And then the most important one is, yes, girl. There you go. So we do like to have fun here. Now, I just recently taught a class where we all said yes together. And it was from that perspective of aligning with the term yes and the energy that goes with that, because it's really all about energy, as well as that of yes, girl, which is a very modern day vernacular to raising your energy to affirm the good that exists in life. So often in our philosophy, faith, and way of life, we think that life is all about living in the positive or the negative or the good or the bad, or living in the yes or the no. And it's really not so much about necessarily one or the other, albeit they may exist in our mindset. But really, it's really more about being attuned to what's going on in our state of mind and checking our mindset. I love this particular quote that says, check your mindset twice as often as you check your phone. Check your mindset twice as often as you check your phone. Today, I want us to begin to open up to understand what it means to live from the perspective, as Wayne was really talking about, in that concept of being open to change, from yes, I can, yes, I will, and yes, I know. I'm going to build upon each one of those, and by the first two pieces by reading lyrics to a song for us. And the first one is a children's song, and it's titled, Yes, I Can. You ready? All right, here we go. Little bird, can you clap? No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't clap. Little bird, can you fly? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can fly. Elephant, can you fly? No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't fly. Elephant, can you stomp? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can stomp. Little fish, can you stomp? No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't stomp. Well, little fish, can you swim? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can swim. Gorilla, can you swim? No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't swim. Well, gorilla, can you climb? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can climb, said the gorilla. Buffalo, can you climb? No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't climb. Buffalo, can you run? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can run. Well, boys and girls, can you sing? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can sing. Boys and girls, can you dance? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can dance. We can sing and we can dance. Yes, we can. Now, isn't it great? I didn't write it, but I delivered it quite wonderfully, right? The concept and the perspective of that is to begin to look at what we perceive as our limitations, albeit physically they may exist, but where in our mind are we looking at what we cannot do as opposed to what we can do, and be willing to check our mindset in regards to that as much or twice often as we check our phones, which leads us then to not only yes, I can, but yes, I will. The lyrics to Yes, I Will are steeped a bit more in traditional Christianity, and I invite you, when you hear the word God, to be open as to what that may mean for you. In our philosophy, faith, and way of life, at a minimum, we look at God as an impersonal, infinite energy of one that we all individualize. And the lyrics are this: I count on one thing, the same God that never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now in the waiting. The same God who's never late is working all things out. You're working all things out. Yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh, yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy. All my days, oh, yes, I will. I count on one thing, the same God that never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now in the waiting. The same God who's never late is working all things out. You're working all things out. Oh, yes, I will. I will lift you high in the lowest valley, and I will bless your name. Oh, yes, I will sing for joy and maybe even dance for joy when my heart is heavy. For all my days, oh, yes, I will. Today, I share that with us all to remember that not only can we change our thinking, change our life, but we need to then say, yes, I will, and engage in that next step of that, which then takes us to the third of the triune of the title of our talk today, which is yes, I know. The spiritual knowing, the meaning of spiritually knowing is an intuitive, direct form of insight that allows us to grasp deeper truths without rational or sensory analysis. It doesn't mean that we can't have a sensory analysis of that, as in the first service, Kathy was talking about going out in nature and finding joy, or finding it with our animals, or even the joy that we felt from hearing about the gorillas and the buffaloes and the fish, but it doesn't require that. It's a knowing that is deeper than that. It's an internal conviction. It is the knowing that is awakened by saying to the self, yes, I, the individualized expression of all that there is, God, knows, and I know that I am that which it is. And it transcends the everyday learning and connects us to the awareness of a broader, transcendent reality. Yes, I know. Why is it important for us to affirm that? And we're taught in this teaching, in this philosophy way of life, to move into the knowing, right? To affirm that to you as our mind, because life is all about understanding that everything happens on the mental plane before it manifests on the physical plane. That's why it's so important to get your mindset right. We have to believe in ourselves no matter what the external circumstances. And I know that we all have those moments, and I had one yesterday where I all of a sudden was into a woe is me moment and got kind of down on myself. And I was out walking my beloved four-legged spiritual offspring, Sweeney, and every step we were taking, I was getting more woe, WTF, woe, WTF. And there was a moment when I literally stopped and smelled a rose to change my thinking and thought, what do I need to do in this moment to change my state of mind, right? I didn't stop checking my phone, but I did want to change my mindset. And I stopped and I took a deep breath, and I called a very dear friend of mine that I knew not only could help me reframe my thinking, but she lives her life in a way that was exactly the opposite of the woe is me in the moment. I thought if I call her, she can tell me what to do. And she did, and I made the direct, distinct change that she told me to do, and I ended up having the most fabulous day and afternoon that I could possibly have desired, even though it was exactly what I desired. Why is that important? Because it's important to know that there is power in saying yes. And it's important for us to understand that if we're willing to entertain the worst case scenario or the negative scenario, then for balance, it's only fair to imagine the best case or the desired outcome. That's intentional thinking. That's really what this teaching is all about, is intentional thinking. Where are we going to set our intention? The great Deepak Chopra, although he's had some challenges of recently, he has told us that it's important to pay attention to our intentions, as you'll see in a slide in a moment. Why is that? Because he teaches us that inherent within the intention is the seed of its fulfillment. That it's there. Our role here is to set the intention and to then say yes, yes, and yes. In the article, The Power of Saying Yes, Susan Jeffers writes this: life offers many opportunities to practice saying yes to your universe. The baby spills milk all over the floor. Your computer dies before you can save an important letter. The cleaner ruins your suit. Get the picture? You may hurt yourself. You may be physically impaired, right? Get the picture? Every time you find yourself resisting what's happening at the present moment, recall the phrase, say yes to your universe. 1, 2, 3. Yes. There you go. She says, you will watch your life become more and more pleasurable, that relationships with the whole world will improve dramatically. Once you master the concept, and that mastering is a moment by moment, thought by thought, action by action, reaction by reaction, interaction by interaction. Once you master the concept on a day-to-day level, you'll be prepared to handle the more serious issues that confront us. You'll begin to notice that your level of fear slowly starts to drop as it's replaced by a greater sense of trust in your ability to handle your world. As you start to see the possibilities in the impossible, you'll begin to see that the world works perfectly. Say with me together, yes! Yes! What Susan talks about there and what's so important here is to begin to cultivate that mindset that we're checking of believing in what is possible, not impossible. Years ago on my desk, when I was doing all the work that I was doing with the teen camps and becoming a minister and building the Malawi school project that we did and all of that, and there was a little framed, and I still have it, it's not on my desk anymore, quote by Gil Atkinson. And it says, impossible is just an opinion. As is, I'm possible is just an opinion. The question is, which opinion are we choosing to believe in? What state of mind are we choosing to align in? What are we beginning to say? What are we saying yes to? And what are we saying no to? At our community, we send out a new thought text for the day. If you're not receiving them, I invite you to go to our website or to our social media site and sign up for it. It's called wearecsl-la.org. But every morning at 7:30 a.m., a new thought text for the day goes out, and then our beloved social media beloveds who are here, Star and Olivia, post it on all different social media sites. And I share that with you because the one from a couple of days ago is pertinent and relative to what I'm talking about today. And it's by the great one and only Oprah Winfrey. Do you guys want us to turn the air conditioning down a little bit? Everybody seems to be a little frigid. Are you guys all good? No. All right, keep dressing up then. All right, here we go. Here's what the great O says. If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have, you will never have enough. Just simply, yes. What's simply important here is to begin to align with not only do you have enough, but there is enough. And for you and I to experience more of that which is enough, and you are enough, by the way, great David Walker quote, is to believe that it is possible. To believe that whatever it is that you desire is possible. Why is that? Because as we know in our teaching, our philosophy, our faith, our way of life, and the great Dr. Maureen Hoyt teaches for years and years and years, is that the universe says yes. And to know that what we give our attention to grows. And as Abraham tells us, the fabulous Abraham, he, she, they, us, more, all of them, wherever we're giving our attention is our vibration, and the universe matches it. Now take that in for a moment. And imagine yourself on that daily walk like I was yesterday, and you start getting down in the doldrums or the woe is me, and where do you go in that moment? Because in that moment, you are definitely giving your attention to something, whether it's conscious or not, and the universe is taking that as a frequency, and it's sending it out into the universe itself, and because it's magnified and magnetic, it then brings back to you experiences that are reflective of that, and then you begin to think, I knew I was right. Life does suck, right? But the truth is life doesn't suck. The truth is the moment, in that moment, it might feel like it sucks, but you have the great opportunity in that moment to decide whether you want a life that sucks or one that doesn't. In our teaching, philosophy, faith, and way of life, we begin to tell ourselves, well, we don't want to focus on what we don't have. What we want to focus on that we do have is a life that doesn't. There you go. So it's important to know that your attention, giving attention to our intentions is critical and important, because we're all on a journey of moment by moment, moment by moment, moment by moment, thought by thought, action by action, action by action. And this particular slide, which will always be up here for the one and only Reverend Dr. Maureen Hoyt, because she tells me every time she sees this that I have a special gift of writing, what is it? Ransom notes. So just be glad I'm not writing one on your behalf. No. I would do it in Braille. No, anyway. The vision statement for our community, CSL LA, and we're all so much alike, these two communities, is supporting individuals finding their personal self-empowerment on the journey of becoming spiritually awakened. I paraphrase that. But I want us to all tune in today to remembering that no matter where we're at in this very moment, we are on a journey of finding personal self-empowerment. In other words, of knowing who we are and aligning with who we know ourselves to be, right? And it's through that that we open ourselves up, of having a new aperture, if you will, for being spiritually awakened. And that spiritual awakening is a remembrance of who we are. It's an aligning with the qualities of the divine that are innate within us, whether we know them or not, whether we desire to experience them or not. They are there waiting for us to call them forth through our attention and our intentions, because the universe says yes. The universe says yes. Now, I believe that's kind of a flowery statement in and of itself, but if we were to tune into that and listen to it and to realize that not only does it say yes, but when we say yes to it and its nature and the way that it works, the universe responds to us with experiences that are of like. And so my question for you today, on this day, the 21st of June in the Gregorian calendar year 2026, also known as Father's Day, what are you ready to say yes to in your life today? You may not even know the answer to that question, but we all have the ability to ask the question, and then if we're willing to, shut the hell up and let the answer rise up and make itself known. And it might be something as simple as make a phone call, make a doctor's appointment, get more rest. And it might be create something magnificent in the world that's never been created before. But the incumbent piece to that is to be still and know that I am God, as it says in the book Psalms. Be still and know that I am God. One of the things that I love so much about this teaching and have for years, I'm sorry if my mic keeps going out, is to know who we are as individualizations of the only thing that there is, which is God. I love this slide that says, be clear on one's identity. That's important. And it's brought forth through what's called the Who I Am project. And you look at it, it says, I'm not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Not meaning who I choose to become in the outer world, who I choose to become aware of that which already is in me, and what I am as it. And what I am as it, and how am I willing to open up to the journey of becoming more personally self-empowered and spiritually awakened without being attached to what that looks like, what that feels like, right? But to be open to the adventure of it. Yesterday, what I ended up wanting to do with a very dear friend of mine that Nancy knows, she's an artist, and we went off and we took the bus in LA. That's a wild journey. Took the bus to the subway to LACMA, right? And then went to the art parade, which was so wacky beyond belief and so much fun. And we kept saying, what an adventure. Like, it really shouldn't life be about an adventure every chance we get? Yes, why? Because of the joy that it awakens within us, right? Because of the inquiry that it awakens within us about becoming a magnetic and a chameleon and blah, 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 blah. The most important piece is to be willing to say, what am I willing to say yes to today? And to remember that we're not creating that good, we're revealing it. It's already there. We're just being the channel, for lack of a better term, by which it expresses itself. And what's good for me is different than for you, and for you, and for you. And yet, it all comes from the same place. Ernest Holmes says there's one infinite mind from which all things come. This mind is through, in, and around the human. It is the only mind there is, and every time the human thinks, they use it. Now take that in for a moment. Every single time you think, whether you're aware of it or not, and every single time you check your mindset, it responds, and every single time you check your phone, it responds. He goes on to tell us, not only do we use it every time we think, but there's one infinite substance, and every time the human moves, they use it. So today I invite you to begin to open your mind that as you move in it, it is moving in you, and it's your mind, which is its mind, that is also functioning all in one thing. It's just simply one thing. And that everything that we desire is already there, no matter what it is. And once again, we're not creating it, we're revealing it. Derek Rydell says, something to know, what you want is already here in the unified field of pure potential, but it won't show up until you align with it. How do you align with it? Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I know. Know what? That no matter what you desire in your life and as it's made manifest, you have what is required within you to move through it. Even if you think you don't in the moment that you've manifested it, such as this slide that says, to the dog, to the squirrel, and the tree. I'll be honest, I never in a million years thought I'd actually catch one of you guys, but right now, I need you to help me get down. Exactly what I did by calling my friend yesterday. I didn't expect to have that moment, but I knew what to do in that moment. And what we all know to do in those moments, and one of the great components of our teaching is that when you need help, the help is there. Whether it's a friend or a minister or a practitioner or insight, it's all there because there's only one thing happening, and that is mind. It's already within us. I'm going to go back to that next slide. And what I want us to know is today is the day to open up to that in a new way. I love this particular slide. It says, it's funny how people will believe in Wi-Fi, invisible waves powering everything, but still think energy, frequency, and vibration are just some mystical nonsense. Preach, right? That's right. So today I invite you to begin to look at this energy that is part of this unified field of life that is all over the place, moving through you, is much like Wi-Fi, right? You're really happy when you're tuned into it and it seems to be working in your life, and a little bit upset when it's not. But when it's not, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And that's the same for the energy of source that exists in, as, and through every single one of us. We're always making manifest our states of mind. The manifestation process is thought, belief, law, experience, reaction, thought, belief, law, experience, reaction. And on the journey of life, no matter where you are, whether you are the caterpillar or the evolution of the caterpillar into the butterfly or the butterfly flying, just give yourself time. We're taught in our teaching, which sometimes, as I believe, is immobilizing, that healing can happen in the twinkling of an eye, but it's important to break that piece down. It's a spiritual truth. That is true, by the way. And the healing doesn't mean necessarily that one is going to manifest their desire in the twinkling of the eye. It doesn't mean that you can't. It says healing can happen in the twinkling of the eye. What is healing? It's the revealing of the wholeness and the oneness that is God, that is you, and that is me. And so today I invite us to remember that everything unfolds in life through a cycle, much like the moon and the earth moving around it, and the thought and the belief and the law and the experience and the reaction and the thought and the belief, and you get the picture, right? And we're all on this journey. We're all on the journey, but just like the butterfly, which doesn't appear to be so beautiful in its form of dying out as the caterpillar, waiting to become that beautiful butterfly, the beauty's always there. And that's true for you as it is for me with all of the qualities of God. Really, that's just God. But I love to address them in this concept of understanding that this healing act is not something we're trying to make happen. It's already within us to reveal it. Holmes tells us that healing is not creating a perfect idea or a perfect body. It's revealing an idea that's already perfect. Now, that's a big idea. But the more and more that we tune into that, the more and more we surrender to that, the more and more that we're open to that, the more and the more and the more and the more that we will experience that. For healing is not a process, it's a revelation. And so today, just like with the butterfly having the beauty within it, I want to remind us all as I talk about every time that we're together and every time I'm in this format, to remember the qualities of God that are within us. They are not limited to, but include peace and power and beauty and joy and light and life and love and wisdom. But today I want us to begin to look at that just a little bit differently in somewhat of an affirmation form, and to look at them as an expression of good, good being a synonym for God, God, remember, being the only thing that there is that we're all one with and as, and hear them in this way. Peace is the acceptance of good. Power is the movement of good. Beauty is the expression of good. Joy is the experience of good. Light is the knowledge of good. Get your cameras ready to photograph this. Life is the energy of good. Love is the givingness of good. And wisdom is the guidance of good. Yeah. So I invite you, as you continue on the journey of finding personal self-empowerment through a spiritual awakening, to remember that sometimes this journey is easy and sometimes it's not. But what is required of us is courage. Courage to change our thinking, change our life, courage to show up, courage to let go, courage to begin anew, courage to put our phones down, courage to begin to look at what we have in our life more than looking at what we don't have in our life. Courage on the map of consciousness, according to David Hawkins, is the very precipice. It's the point by which we move from destructive energy into constructive energy. Courage, in traditional sense, is acting from bravery. Courage, in its origin, is a Latin word called courage, or stated courage, which means to live from the heart. Whatever or all of that aligns with you today, I invite you to open up, to begin to move from destructive energy, in other words, living in fear or negativity, to constructive energy, bringing us into that place of awareness where we can align and express ourselves as the Christ consciousness. Well, how do we do this? The great Maya Angelou tells us this. One isn't necessarily born with courage in the traditional sense she speaks of, but one is born with potential. Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. We can't be kind, true, merciful, generous, or honest. A broad stroke by the great Dr. Maya Angelou. But what she's informing us is to remember that it's up to us. It's up to us to be awakened to the spiritual awakening in our life. It's up to us to tune in to the personal self-empowerment as it happens. It's up to us to stay tuned in, tapped in, and turned on, yes, on our journey in life, if we desire to experience life from the state of yes, and to remember and to affirm to the best of our ability, moment by moment by moment by moment, this. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. And yes, I know. Say it together with me. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I know. Yes! And so it is. Thank you.
I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. Y'all are welcome to sing along if you want. I am light. I am light. I am not mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. Sing with me one time. I am light. 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 I am light.
Thank you, Teresa. I love that song. My acronym for LIGHT is Living in God's Healing Truth. And so as we think of I am light and living in that truth, one of the truths of God's truth is that we live in a universe that is abundant by nature. And we get to experience that abundance, just like everything else in life, to the degree that we're willing to give it. And so this is the opportunity to give and support not only this community, but our community, csl-la.org. If you're online, you can go to our website to support us. If you're in person, you can donate here in the room, as well as you can go to Granada Hills website, I believe, and donate online. There might even be a link in there online at the moment. Chloe, could you please come forward with the basket? And so let's know together that the power of the divine is present in this moment. And so we give with an open mind and with an open heart, making good in the universe. The abundance is ours by divine right. And by nature, that which we know ourselves to be in an expanded, exponential way returns to us multiplied abundantly. And so say with me together, I give from my heart. I give with love. I live in God's healing truth. I have faith. It all returns to me, multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Please feel free to come forward and place your donations in the basket.
Spirit gives through me, Spirit receives through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me, Spirit gives through us, Spirit receives through us, Spirit lives and breathes through us, Spirit lives and breathes through us.
And so the children are coming in, the teens, the youth are coming in. And so as we begin to invite them in, what we used to do at teen camp all the time to build energy together is put your hands together, rub them together. We've done this before, so you guys know it. So then a little harder, a little faster, feel the friction, right? And then put it out. We know that which we give magnifies and multiplies. And as we do that, we bring it back to our heart. It's all love, the self-givingness of Spirit. We place it together. Anybody know a good joke?
So, they're coming.
I can't tell you the one I heard yesterday.
I'm going to mention this right now, and also for those online. So we're in this process of getting a new minister. And for all of you that are attending here in person and online, you need to be a member of the center to vote for the new minister. So we encourage everybody to, if you haven't already, to fill out the application for membership with our center. And if you don't know if you are already a member, you can always check by calling the office and seeing if you are a member. But it's important for you to fill out the membership. And now we have the kids.
Give us a minute.
Give me a minute. Okay.
Okay, we'll go back to the joke.
Well, then I'll do the closing treatment now.
No, let's wait for them. We'll wait for them. They're coming.
They're coming. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody tell me what you learned today. Okay, stand up together. Yes, girl. Is there more of you coming? Stand up. Yes, girl. You don't have to do that. But you can come forward. You guys, come on forward. The others will show up. We're live, by the way. This is called live television. Come on. Come on. You never want dead air on live television.
Right. So today we played a theater game. It's an improvisational theater game, but we also brought in our principles and our way of learning in Science of Mind. So I love the fact that we're all one. Yes?
Yes, and we get to enjoy each other's company.
Yes,
And?
and
Here, microphone. Say it in the microphone.
yeah.
A little faster, please. Okay. You can think about it. Microphone.
Say yes,
Say
and.
yes, and.
Yes, and
There is what?
there is
Love?
Say love.
Love?
love.
Love.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Yes, and there was peace.
There is peace. Yes, and.
Yes, and there is spirit.
Spirit.
And what did we all learn? 1, 2, 3. Yes. See?
Charlene?
So we also did our plaques with the first letter of their name, and they decorated it how they wanted to, and then they wrote their name on it, and then they wrote an affirmation that also started with the same letter that their name started with.
Oh.
So you want to share? Say your name.
My name is Alani,
And what did you write?
and I wrote amazing. My name is Arya, and I wrote adventurous.
My name is Dier, and I wrote dedicated.
Yeah? Oh, she wanted to share this. What did we write?
Remember what we wrote? Spirit, soul, and body.
3 aspects of one, and it will always be one. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And join me right now as we close out this service. And I invite you with this closing treatment if you wish to go with it one more time. And know that right here, right now, that God is that love, that light. And I know that I am one with that light, that love. And I know that this service unfolded in a perfect place. And I know that this community is a beacon of light and love. And I give thanks for this community for being here and being that light. And as I release this with a grateful heart, we say together, and so it is.
All right, if you guys want to stand and join in this circle, sing with me. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God.